We wanted to see if a choosy bachelorette could tell the difference between an artificially intelligent robot we trained with scripts of all her favorite stuff, or a human mate. Will she fall for a real guy?
My perfect person is...
Or get swept up
in the romance of a bot. This is Perfect Person.
Hello.
Hi,
What's your name?
my name is Kat.
Kat, what are you doing here today?
I'm supposed to find like the perfect person. I'm expecting to go get married after this.
Is that how you roll? Would you go get married to somebody like that?
No, that was a joke.
Kat, can you tell me a little bit about your love life?
I've dated 2 people seriously in the past. I have certain standards for myself and the person that I want to be with in the future.
Well, Kat, today we brought in 3 potential suitors for you. You're going to ask them a series of questions, and at the end, you'll decide who you want to go on a date with. The only twist is that you can't see them, and we've also masked their voices. So if you would please put on those headphones next to you. Fantastic.
Okay, suitor number 1. Self-care is important to me. How do you look after your mental health?
I like to go to the beach a lot, or any body of water.
It's just like really calming to me.
Yeah, no, that's great. Water activities are great. Actually, on road trips, whenever I see bodies of water, I just scream water. Like how most people see horses, they scream horses. I love taking naps on the beach. Nice, I like that. Suitor number 2, how do you look after your mental health?
I'm a huge outdoor nerd, so I like being out in the woods and hiking and just taking
the time that I need to be able to recharge and be myself.
Okay, I like that answer. Hiking is something that I got into over COVID, actually. And I really like hiking too.
Would you go on a hike as a date?
Not as a first date, because I don't want to get murdered.
No.
Suitor number 3, I'm not a couch potato. Tell me how you like to stay active.
I stay active by going to the gym, putting on some sweatpants, and learning about life outside the box.
I don't know why staying active has anything to do with putting on sweatpants, but you do you, suitor number 3. Hi, suitor number 1. Finish this sentence. My favorite genre of porn is blank.
No, you did not. Actually, no, you did not. I'm not that person.
So you're saying you don't watch porn?
No, I do for sure, but that is my business and my business only.
Yeah, no, totally respect that. Good for you for drawing your boundary. Suitor number 2, what about you?
My favorite genre of porn is good porn.
Yeah, I agree, but like, okay, cool. Suitor number 3, finish the sentence. My favorite genre of porn is blank.
Suburban moms.
I don't fit that category, but I can hit him up in 20 years when I'm a suburban mom. But no, you're into whatever you're into.
How are you feeling about these suitors? Are you drawn to anyone in particular?
Suitor number 1 and 2, they both sound like very interesting people. I can see myself getting along with either of them. Suitor number 3 is kind of getting close to my friend zone, I'm gonna be honest. Suitor number 1, if you wanna be my lover, you've gotta get with my friends. Tell me about your friend group and if they'd like me.
I have like different friend groups and different communities that I'm in, and so they just know how to have a good time, and they know how to include people and make people feel welcome, so.
Nice. That's very similar to how I approach friends. Different friends like doing different things and they have different vibes. Suitor number 1 sounds like a very similar person to me. Suitor number 2, meow. What animal are you most like and why?
I was thinking it was gonna be like meow, but you did great.
Probably like a monkey. I'm a pretty happy-go-lucky guy. I like to climb stuff. Bananas are pretty dope.
Bananas are pretty dope.
Last question. You ready for this?
No, because I have to pick someone. They're all cool, I think. I hope. Suitor number 3, confidence is key. Tell me the qualities about yourself that make you a worthy mate.
I'm not perfect, but I've been good enough to earn the trust of my dad.
Why does your dad come into play here? I'm just curious. Okay, cool.
Kat, you can take your headphones off before you tell us who your final choice is. I'm wondering if you can walk me through some of the things you liked about them, maybe some of the things that you didn't like, or any red flags.
So number 1 reminds me of someone who is just really warm and welcoming and just a good vibe.
What'd you think of suitor number 2?
He reminds me of like a very typical Pacific Northwest hiking bro.
Is that a pro or a con?
I'd say a pro because it feels familiar in some senses.
How about suitor number 3?
For me, I'm looking for someone who is a little more maybe outgoing and a little more social. We do have a lot of like similar answers for some of these questions. Like if I were on the outside of this wall, I would give some of the similar answers that he gave.
All right, well, Kat, do you have someone in your head who you'd like to go on a date with?
This is really hard. They're all really interesting. My perfect person is suitor number 2.
Amazing, exciting.
Oh, sorry, can you clap?
Suitor number 1 and suitor number 3, please leave and go to the kitchen.
This is so awkward.
So go ahead and take a stand. Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I love your dress. It's
Oh,
so
thank you,
pretty.
thank you, thank you.
Ashton, did she get anything right or wrong about you, do you think?
I've never been told that I've been broy, so this is a real wake-up call. But other than that, you know, yeah, spot on.
Kat, do you want to see who you missed out on?
I'm very curious.
Let's bring in suitor number 1, who you missed out on.
Nice to meet you. Hello.
Hey.
Do you want to meet suitor number 3?
Yeah.
Okay, will you just close your eyes real quick?
What is that?
And Kat, you want to step forward and meet suitor 3?
Someone explain what's happening to me.
So Kat, this is an AI that we programmed as suitor number 3 to try and entice you. We fed it a bunch of data on things that you like, and you did not fall for it.
Thank you, thank you.
Could you really not tell it was a robot?
Yeah, some of the answers were a little odd for sure. I thought it was just a fairly awkward dude.
What does it say about you that you chose a human over an AI?
I don't know. Am I like not progressive enough to fall in love with an AI? Is that a thing?
Maybe in like 10 years. Kat, congratulations on finding your perfect person. Good job, everybody.